Okay, we were just up there filming that amazing ceiling. So we've come down this incredible staircase to the ground floor. And up here, we have this incredible looking carved beam. Take a look at that. That's sitting on the wall by reception. And according to what it says here, it was discovered in this house. It's a 13th century carved timber beam that was discovered during renovations. Incredible. Okay, there's a TV lounge in there. Can we come and look at the TV lounge? Come look at the TV lounge. Let's have a look. Oh, TV lounge. Looks very comfy. Very nice. However, going back through here and through this door, we come to the conservatory. We can't actually, we can't go in the door on the right at the moment, which is called the, excuse me, you? Who said you could go in here? It's called the Chomley Room.
Oh, right.
Because there is a ghost hunting thing going on in there that they're setting up for. He just went and nosied. Out here we have an incredible garden. Oh, look how it's getting really windy and wild and misty and fabulous. Out here, overlooking Whitby Bay, is this garden with, oh, I can see a dragon sculpture at the far end. But this garden was set up by William Peacock, there we are, 1740. Let's see, the grounds were originally part of the Anglo-Saxon double house, 657 to 867. A community of men and women living on site will then have been used as part of the Benedictine monastery from 1078 to the dissolution by Henry VIII in 1539. As you will see, the Abbey is there. That's the Abbey. And that's the conservatory that you can go and sit in and have your cup of tea, and you get direct views of the Abbey, where they're currently setting up, there's a fish and chip van up there at the moment, setting up for this evening's Dracula experience. But out here we have this incredible garden that's sort of done in sections, and our first bit I absolutely love, and it is the culinary plants. It's the herb garden. That's all your herbs, or herbs, if you're an American. I think that's how they say it. Probably not quite as strongly as that. Then down here is all the, all the sea plants. Isn't it gorgeous? I mean, literally, you are right up here. I'm going to cut across in a minute, because here's your serpent in the middle of the lawn. Gorgeous sculpture. And down there is Whitby, which is in North Yorkshire, for anyone who doesn't know, and it's an amazing drive across the moors, which I may have put footage in because I did take some as we were driving, but it may be crap, so I may not put it in. And down there is Whitby town. Isn't it gorgeous? And right, as you can see over on the edge there, behind those roof tops, that's the bay where we'll be going down. You have to walk down the 199 steps from the Abbey to get there, which go in legend. If you didn't see my previous vlog on Whitby, and if not, why not, in legend, Dracula's boat crashed into the rocks down in Whitby Bay, and everyone on board was dead, but a large black dog leapt from the boat and raced up the 199 steps and hid in the Abbey over there. And that's where the Dracula legend started, and that's why we're here. And this evening we have the 125th anniversary of the book Dracula, and some form of reenactment and an illuminated Abbey. So I'm looking forward to that tremendously. I'll go and show you the view from the conservatory, and then we're going to be heading out into Dracula country. See you later. Hello everyone, you can see the illuminated Whitby Abbey in the background, and I am currently in the graveyard. So what you are about to see is this evening's events in Whitby. A wonderfully spooky town in any case, but tonight was the start of the 125th anniversary celebrations of the book Dracula being written, which is very strongly linked to Whitby Abbey. And so we've been treated, oh listen to that, right on cue the church bells go. So we enjoyed a spectacular evening at the Abbey outdoor theatre, and you will be watching that very shortly. Just had fish and chips and heading back to our room. So I will leave you with the chimes of the clock. Please enjoy Whitby, North Yorkshire. And just as I said enjoy the chimes of the clock, it bloody stopped, didn't it? Anyway, enjoy what's coming up. You will see our night out in Whitby at the Abbey, which I thoroughly recommend, and that will be followed by our trip to York, because we leave in the morning and head off to York to go and see Wolfgang Flűr and Peter Duggal and explore York. So there's the Abbey behind me, looming over the graveyard, and a chill wind is blowing in. Oh, this, by the way, it's because we've just walked up the 199 steps and it's rainy and it's dark, and if you don't have one of these you can't see where the hell you're going, so that's why I've got it. It's not going ooh, which actually works quite well. So yeah, enjoy what's coming next. Whitby, North Yorkshire, and then York. Enjoy!
My dear Miss Mina, my apologies. Mrs. Hart, I hope you are well. How long has it been? How fortunate to stumble across you here. What a pleasant coincidence. But you are alone. Allow me to offer you my arm. It's been a long time since I last saw this symbol. It's discomforting to me. I cannot remember why.
Perhaps this will cause you more discomfort. Do not approach him. Let him pass. Let him through. Do not approach him.
They belong to me. Once I had picked off one of their number, it did not take long until they were all my slaves. They have helped me gather you together and move you from place to place, at each point giving you the idea that somehow I was the one being hunted. You followed them blindly, believing that you were going to witness my final destruction. And now, my friends, here she is. Beautiful, is she not? They will all be forever young, forever in my service. And now, my friends, I must take my leave of you. I have so much to do. I am sure my people here will enjoy your company. They will find you most refreshing. But do not think of this as farewell. I will not leave you. My name will always be remembered. And who knows, one night, a night much like this, you will think of me as you awake from a troubled sleep, and I will be there.
And here we are, we finished our Abbey tour. We're at the top of the 199 steps that head down there to the harbour. These are the steps that the dog that jumped off the Demeter when Dracula's ship hit the rocks is supposed to have fled up to run into the Abbey. So it's time to tackle the 199 steps and go for some fish and chips. Wow. That's the way to end the evening in Whitby after the Dracula experience, isn't it? Standing in the graveyard, nobody around, windy, rainy, graves in the foreground, lit up Abbey and laser beams in the background. Hope you enjoyed the trip to Whitby. Highly recommend it. And coming next, an evening out in York. So here we are at the YHA in York, which is about 25 minutes walk outside the city centre and costs £79, I think, for the night. Having just been to the one in Whitby, this is what we've got at the YHA in York. We've got somewhere to hang our clothes. Oh yes, and I'm deliberately doing this in portrait because I did the last one in portrait. Plus, there's enough to fit in on portrait. If you went landscape, there's not enough to fill the screen. There's a little shelf up there. There's a top bunk bed, a bottom bunk bed, and a little shelf there. Then there's a wall, a radiator and a window, a small hangy thing, and a bathroom which has a toilet here, and the sink in the shower, which is interesting, and a really strange funky smell. So yeah, I'm afraid two people staying in this room is a bit like a prison cell, and literally you're stepping over each other. So whereas the YHA in Whitby was very nice and had an amazing location because it was sort of looking up at the Abbey on the hill, this is sort of, well, there's some other rooms over there. And it's so small that I want to scream. But there we are. We're going out for the evening now to see Wolfgang, Flűr and Peter Duggal. And I think I may have a drink after having to try and brush my teeth in a sink, in a shower. Anyway, YHA York. Can't say I really recommend it. So it's Sunday morning, October the 23rd, and we are leaving the YHA in York, which is behind us there. We can hear the bells of York Minster ringing, calling the faithful to prayer, which we'll pass on that. Anyway, before I go, York YHA, nice enough people, but the room was ridiculously tiny. Two little bunk beds. You felt like you were in a prison cell and you were falling over each other to do anything. But the worst thing for someone like me, Biscuit Queen, we went down this morning. You're supposed to put your food in the kitchen and label it with your name and your room number and your departure date. I went to get my bourbon biscuits for breakfast this morning. The packet was in the bin. Somebody took my bourbons. They took the bourbons. So I just reported the theft at reception. She offered me a coffee, but I wanted my bourbons. Anyway, so yes, that concludes the trip. Whitby was incredible and amazing, which hopefully you've watched and seen. York, yeah, nice, but too crazy busy. Maybe it's because it's half term and blah, blah, blah. But the gig last night, which hopefully I'll put some clips on, of Peter and Wolfgang, was absolutely incredible. If you get to see Peter Duggal, Wolfgang, Flűr in concert, yes, dear. I'm being told to get in the car. If you get to see Peter Duggal and Wolfgang Flűr in concert, go, because it's an amazing night. You won't regret it. And now we are heading back to Milton Keynes. So thus concludes this exciting weekend. And I will be back soon with more adventures. Bye now.